with the new base, what you want to make sure is that you want to transfer the information off of this serial number onto your new case. Okay. The common way to do it is to peel this sticker off and place it right here. Since I am not that talented, I engrave that serial number onto here and then the tag number over here. Okay, to put this back on, I line it up and I get one of the screws. And secure each hinge. Pull the wire, the Wi-Fi cable through, because if you don't do the Wi-Fi cable first, you may not be able to reach the Wi-Fi card, and that's bad. Okay. Okay. So now I'm going to flip the logic board. I want to make sure that that the hard drive cable is connected. Power adapter connector, tape it back down, wind the display cables through, and I'm just using a plastic splunger so that way I don't scratch the cables or destroy them. Okay, everything's secure. So now I'm going to attach the remaining hinges, the inside. And this screwdriver is a torque screwdriver, so when it reaches its torque level, it doesn't turn it anymore and it does not ruin the screw. Remember, the inside holes are for the outside hinge. Now I'm going to attach back the silver bracket. The gray bracket. I still think that the silver screw needs to be on the silver bracket, but I didn't design it. Screw down the fan. The logic board. Place the palm rest back in, and last time we took it off by starting in the front corners, and to put it back on we'll start with the back first. It goes in. Now I can snap it down. Okay. We're going to attach the 4 cables back. This one, remember, the gold pins go on top. This cable is for the SD card that's on the side. And when you put these back in, it slides in enough that when I close this latch, that cable, that line is not going to be seen. There you go. There you go. The tape, when I put it back, I want to leave a little bit of the blue ribbon out, so that way I can make sure that if I have to do troubleshooting, I can automatically tell that there is no line there, so that means that this is taped securely. Same thing for the trackpad. And for the power indicator light, that's right here on the ThinkPad. Next, I'm going to put the screws back in for the ones that are under the keyboard. The keyboard, when I put it back, I'm going to flip it, lift the latch, and this one does not have a line, but I just need to slide it in and secure it back down. When I put it in, I put the top side in, I push in, then I push down. After I push down, then I slide it back to the bottom. I'm going to flip it around again. I'm going to attach the corners. Put the rubber pieces back, and it's curved so you can see which one it goes in. Either corner can go on either side, but it'll determine which side goes towards the back or towards the front when you put it in. I'm going to connect back the outer hinges. I'm going to secure the Wi-Fi card. back in. And when you're inserting the cables back into their spot, go ahead and use the plastic plunger, so that way you will not scratch up the wire. And you can use your nails too if you want. These are always difficult for me to do, so I use my magnifying glass and light. So I put it back on its cover, and then I just push down. And it should snap in place. That took a little bit longer than anticipated, but you get the idea. It's kind of tricky. Okay. I'm going to add the RAM back, insert the RAM, the hard drive, slide it back into its spot. The case screws down here at the bottom. And this screwdriver is a lifesaver. Keyboard. Not necessarily a lifesaver, but a time saver. And a wrist saver. Battery. or should I say underneath the battery. We're going to insert the battery back, and these batteries have a little dot, a silver dot, and that tells you make sure that you push it in that far. At least most of them do. And you push it in as far as you can, and that's how much of a gap it should have. Okay, lift up on the battery and then push this in down first. And sometimes the battery cable is long, so you just have to push it down. And this cover lost one of its screws, so let's make sure to find it. Okay. And my first test is when I plug it in, I need to make sure that this blinks 3 times. There you go. That tells me that I connected the power adapter to the logic board to over here fine. Then I'll run the regular tests for make sure it powers up, make sure that it has connected as on Wi-Fi, make sure that the touch screen works, make sure that the trackpad works, and then after I've tested all of that, then I can make sure that I give it back to the computer, to the student, in working order. Thank you.